Hello, everyone. Luke of Lights here with some friends of mine. We're discussing RWBY V6 Ep6, where, let me close the image here. We had some Necronomicon bullshit up in this bitch.
Yeah, stuff's happening, stuff's moving slowly.
Yeah. very, very slowly, like, deliberately.
I didn't get my drunken crow rant, so I'm angry.
Whoa.
Oh, why is there suddenly, like, the AA push? Like...
Alcoholics Anonymous, really?
It's like... I mean, like...
Deep down in my heart, I still love you. Like, okay, thanks.
I feel like somebody needs to make a meme of Ruby and White's dragging Crow out with, like, no, you're going to that Alcoholics Anonymous meeting.
Like, if they really wanted to hammer in Crow's drinking problem, they should have just had him going off on everybody.
Yeah.
Well, they hinted at it a little bit because that face he makes when they're dragging him off, I think he realizes that, oh shit, my niece and her friends were down there fighting Grim while I was up here feeling sorry for myself. My bad.
Speaking of that scene, what the fuck is wrong with Yang? She grabs Blake instead of helping her sister?
Oh,
I don't know.
Something shipperbait.
Shipperbait fan service, everyone.
No, it's...
Oh, I like how they're trying to say that the Silver Eyes was a twist, though. Like, everyone and their mother called.
Okay, I'm sorry, like, it's like calling Jean's healing semblance. You don't get any points for calling it. Everyone knew it.
Well, especially when your own intro gives it away.
Exactly. Like, it's so subtle. We have such a huge misdirect here.
No, the fuck you don't.
Okay.
You do realize your eyes are blocked by
so
goggles.
Did they actually say that on, like, Twitter or something?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Like, okay, but we're kind of all over the place. Why don't we start a bit more chronologically?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Starting at the beginning, the one thing, if I may, the one thing I actually like throughout the entire episode is the fact that the old lady, her name's Maria.
Maria.
Yes.
Yep.
She basically exemplifies every single D&D campaign ever. You're in a new place. What do? You go around, you read information, and guess what? That saves your life. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know.
That's just logical.
Yeah.
A character in RWBY acting logical to find out what the fuck happened? What is this?
Madness, I say.
Right. Although, and how did you guys feel about the technical aspect of this episode?
I was honestly
The fire
busy
looked
trying.
bad.
The cinematography. Go ahead.
I was honestly busy trying to figure out where I heard that Banshee scream before, and then I replayed Mass Effect 3.
Oh, I thought I was hearing the Bloodborne shriek. If you remember in Old Yarnum, those hooded ones, I was like, they sound exactly like those bastards.
This episode was kind of ugly in comparison to everything else.
I thought the shots with the Grim were good. Like that one shot where they're all walking amongst the fog. I thought that was a visually good-looking thing. It made those bastards look scary.
That scene where they're all running, I got Scooby-Doo flashbacks.
Yeah.
Are you talking about where they're running in the tunnel or whatever?
Yeah.
See, I thought the animation was weird when they were running outside, where Yang and Blake like just make that turn or whatever. I thought that looked so funny, just the way they were running.
And like, it's just like, okay, beyond that, at least, wake up. Then there's the whole thing where RWBY notices the fact that, oh, hey, Crow's drinking, and she's like,
what? It's so out of character for him.
I'm sorry. The man is genetically predisposed to killing every single person he cares about. I'm sorry. Let the man drink.
Right.
Also, by the way, to this day, I still say that, oh my gosh, my semblance is bad luck. I'll hurt everyone around me. Everyone else who remembers that, hey, you need an aura to fuel your semblance. Why don't you just stay on low aura all the time? You're kind of fine, dude. Just have a like a bracelet that just keeps poking a knife into your hand every few hours to drain your aura.
If life is so painful for him, why doesn't he just shoot himself?
I mean, if I was living in Redmond, I'd probably do that. There's nothing. So far, there's nothing worth living for in that place.
For real though.
Especially if you're
but his bad luck keeps him alive.
Especially if you're pro.
Yeah, every single bullet's blank. Like that's off.
No wonder firearms are useless in this show.
Oh yeah, I mean, people were saying that the bullets aren't working on the ground. I'm like, they haven't worked on anything ever.
Name what like
Well, there was Coco's gun, but that's about it.
Let's not even talk about fucking Coco's
That-
overpowered gun.
Volume 2 Coco is a god. Volume 3 Coco is a chump.
Kind of like Crow when you think about volumes 3 and 4 to 5.
Okay. Anybody else get some weird satisfaction from seeing Team Coffee get beat up by Emerald and Mercury? I know they're both shit, but you know.
They're
still.
better than
I did.
Coco and Takahashi or
really
whatever the hell
did
his name is.
Yeah.
Yatsuhashi.
Oh, yes, Yatsuhashi.
I was gonna say, people say that Neo's overrated. No, I'm sorry, Coco is overrated.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, Coco definitely.
Like, I like Mercury, I hate Emerald, but still, I like Team Coffee less.
Oh, something I noticed when watching Murder Birds' reaction to episode 4, I think it was. No, episode 5, excuse me. Or no, it was 4. That's where Emerald and them land at Salem's camp, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah, I
they
think so,
you remember how weird Emerald's cleavage, the line, looked in volumes 4 and 5? They actually fixed it this volume. I've noticed that they actually have
it's
a full line now. She doesn't look weird anymore.
Really?
Yeah. Like, I know I sound like a perv saying, hey, I know it's like a perv, pointing that out, but it's like, hey, attention to detail. They've got it now in some places.
Gray would be so
Attention
proud.
to detail in RWBY.
Did you say Gray would be so proud?
Yeah. He loves the attention to detail.
And
Oh yeah, there's something that I really don't like about Maria's design. Big head, little arms.
you
I thought
say,
we were talking about
you see-
Ruby.
I heard you say
No.
Monster of the Week, and you're making me think of this YouTube channel where these guys make the ugliest characters they possibly can, and they made a tiny version of The Rock with, like, they had his face perfect, but they made him a transgender midget. And as soon as you brought that description, that's what I started thinking. I'm like, oh, no, don't be thinking about that garbage.
Transgender midget couldn't play The Rock?
I don't know.
This-
I'm just saying what these guys made. Or, go ahead.
How would you feel if Mario started busting out some Yoda moves?
Oh, you mean like from episode
Just
2 and
as-
3?
Yeah.
Mario... Wait, are we talking about...
No, Mario. How would you feel if she busted out some Yoda moves?
Oh,
I
don't
would
know.
instantly
I
hate her.
would-
Well, she didn't though. Like,
Yeah,
It would ruin her the same way that it ruined Yoda.
pretty much.
I don't know if that
I-
ruined Yoda.
It did.
It's
it
like
totally did.
And I mean,
like,
I
the
didn't.
idea of
Go ahead.
okay, but the idea at least right now they've already pulled it out of their ass that a 14-year-old kid with 2 weeks of training can go up against someone who sucker punches a veteran huntsman through the ceiling to never come down again. And, like, so it's not out of the range of realm of possibility for them to go like, oh yeah, she's a former silver-eyed warrior, she can totally kick a lot of ass. But personally, if she just stays the mentor character, like I want to say like
Episode 5 Yoda.
I was gonna say episode 5 Yoda or Iroh season 1 of Apple. Just like, this person is important, but they're not dangerous because they can beat the shit out of you. They're dangerous because they just know so much more than you.
I'd contend that Iroh was a
Yeah.
fairly competent fighter, though.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
But he was in the silver of his years. Like, Iroh
Yeah.
had to like retrain himself to break out
Sure,
of prison.
true. And it's not like he was an air
that's
or
why
a firebender.
That's why I say season 1 because he doesn't have many like huge feats in season 1.
It's the veteran characters.
Yeah,
people
he
I still don't know if I like Crow or not.
eh,
Crow's at a low point right now, so I'm kind of not really fixated on him so much. I feel sorry for him, but I don't necessarily feel like he's redeemed himself from Volume 5, barring when he went on that when he
think
punched
he did.
Oscar or Ozpin rather. That one moment, I kind of felt sorry for him.
I'm still reeling on the United States of Smash edit on that thing.
Oh yeah,
The what?
United States of
Someone
Smash.
made it like
Oh. Oh.
I kind of feel bad for Oscar though. It feels like he's going to be taking the brunt of Crow's abuse now.
He's
Oh,
gonna be
yeah.
taking the brunt of everyone's abuse. He's a kid who was literally taken over by an entity thousands of years old with no consent.
Yeah, he's just
Pretty
a meat
much.
suit.
It's not like he chose this life.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Oscar
But
has
like,
the Me Too movement. It's like, I did not consent. You took advantage of me.
Well, in this case, he really didn't consent to it.
Actually, you know what? Speaking of that, very stupid idea that I'm probably going to hate if I actually see it. But thoughts on like the idea of like Ozpin and Oscar having like one of those mindscape fights of just the two of them trying to take over the body.
done
You mean,
well.
Narratively, maybe.
You mean like
But
that
they-
one time from Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, I think it was?
I've never played. I'll look it up now.
Oh, I was thinking X-Men Apocalypse, but
I was thinking more of that too. Yeah.
I haven't seen that movie.
it's dumb. Don't watch it.
Yeah, it's
I
pretty dumb.
kind of figured it was.
Most of
I
the
saw
X-Men
that.
movies are bad, except for the first two. First two are great, and Logan's good.
And also, First Class era is good.
First Class was okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's all right.
Oh yeah. So where do you think this show's going to go from here? Since they're out of the house and they were only in it for
Into the woods.
2.5 episodes.
Well, I think the only
Oh.
scene they have left in the opening is the Oscar Pin versus John scene. That's
Yeah.
about it.
Yep, you're
It's
right.
probably not gonna happen until
That's
the
about
end,
it.
though.
Actually,
Which means-
they have a working vehicle and transportation now. They might just speed through to Argus.
I'd say personally,
I
I'd
would
say they
hope
speed
so.
through the. I think they're honestly going to speed through the Argus, and because like they hinted that Winter was at Argus, and honestly, any more fan service to let them boost themselves in the eyes of the community would probably.
And they
Throw them
have the
all away.
model now,
I thought just
so
heard me. Guys, I thought just heard me. What if next episode they switch over to Ren, Nora, and John?
I would punch
I'd
them all.
actually be okay with that.
Yeah,
Because I
it's
think we spent too much time
at
with
this
Team
point-
Ruby.
5 episodes without them. I can
5
accept
episodes.
this.
In theory, I'd be okay with that. However, since this is, Team Junior, fuck no. Please no. Don't let this happen.
Also, well, here's what I think is going to happen because I know Salem's going to want to send somebody after the relic, so I'm thinking it's going to be
Right.
Tyrion, Emerald, and Mercury, and then they might meet up with Cinder and Neo. That's my
Like,
thought.
I can't remember if if Teen Junior outside of John had a scene in the opening. Did they?
Yeah, they did.
No, it's just John giving Oscar the nipple twister.
No. There's that scene at the end where all of them are standing together.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but that's an anime
That's a-
lineup. Does that count?
That looks more like a title card, but to be fair to that, also the giant Salem happened in Volume 5. So again, not outside the realm of possibility for them doing stupid stuff.
Wait,
That is true.
that train was heading to Atlas, right?
Argus.
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 They're going to
Yeah,
go
they're gonna
go to
plan for
Argus.
Atlas.
From Argus. They go to Atlas.
Hmm
No,
A lot
from
of
It's the only
us's.
place that's like open right now.
to Atlas.
So we're gonna jump over to Team Junior, and they're gonna
Actually,
get into some shenanigans, I guess.
probably.
They might meet Pierre's parents. Who knows?
Ooh, if they do, I would actually enjoy that. If they,
Hi guys, my name is Jean Arc. I made out with your daughter and stole her stuff.
Yeah, grave
But
robbery.
she- but she-
I
mean,
melted her armor into my
There's
weapons.
Rash that we've been keeping around with us too.
I mean, I didn't actually steal it. She, more or less gave it to me when she made out with me. Or at least I took it as her saying, hey, you can have my stuff. But, I couldn't just let it go to waste, It was perfectly good stuff.
John is like a myriad of fucking disaster. All like you could like make a career tearing apart John's character.
Oh my god, I thought
Absolutely.
John on me.
Yeah.
Speaking of John's family. What if this is the episode? What if this is the season where we see them?
Isn't he
Oh,
from Vale though? Where is he
Mm,
from? Did they ever say it?
They never
Some farm,
specified.
apparently.
Yeah, they never specified.
Some
Yeah,
Well,
they
no,
never did.
he has to be from around that area because in Volume 4 he mentioned that they used to go hiking around that town that they found that was destroyed or whatever.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
So he's from Mistral then.
or outside of
From
Mistral at
Anima.
least. Or yeah, he's from Anima.
Well, that's the thing about most of the characters. Most of them are transfer students for some reason. Like they're not
Except-
local.
Yeah, why is everyone from like fucking Mistral if like if they're going to Beacon?
Yeah,
Why not like have them all?
I think the only characters
Well, I guess for like
that are attending Beacon that are from Beacon are Cardinals guys, Coco's team, Yang and Ruby, because I think that island's part of Vale, the kingdom, anyways.
I think Team Cardinal might be the only outlier when it comes to openings. They're in like two, 3 openings, and they do absolutely nothing.
Cardin's, I think, in 3 of them,
Yeah,
but
because
the
they
team
do
is only
nothing
in 2 of
the
them.
show.
Well, I actually know the reason why they probably did it. It's to give us a taste of cultures, the really, really,
Yeah, it's like a pre-planning thing, except they don't
Yeah,
capitalize on it.
Hey guys, check out these 4 white dudes that really aren't from any other ethnicity. We just thought we'd show them off because apparently that counts something. I don't know. Why were they
Do you
there?
think Cardin's gay?
Probably.
I don't think it matters
I
at this
hope
point. I
so.
doubt we'll ever see him again.
If we see him, I hope he turns out to be gay.
jeez.
That is going to lead to so much stupid.
Actually,
Well,
you-
it's better than having Ilya being the token gay character, though.
Well,
But we're having our only like openly racist character also be gay.
No, I can see them doing an American Beauty where the most intolerant person is a closeted homosexual.
oh yeah, actually, you say that you're making me think of in Buffy, Xander was being harassed by this jock boy dude, and like by season 3 he came out as gay or whatever.
And wait, is that why he bullies John? Is John getting a harem, you guys?
No.
Damn it!
Jean's harem competes with Blake's harem.
Hate Jean enough.
Well, Miles did date Ashley, or however her name was, and so yeah, that Blake could be a part of John's harem already.
Hey, you could have
Cyanide is not going to be.
you could have Jean versus Blake's harem, so we can call it RWBY Civil War.
Leave.
That gay shit out of here.
Oh wow, this
Ruby,
episode-
Weiss, Cardin, and Crow or somebody else versus all of
This
Blake's crushes.
This episode had so little going on that we've gone off topic completely.
Okay, how about this? We haven't actually talked about the apathy,
what?
actually in detail. Let's go.
Their design is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked it.
I like
They're-
them.
They
Their
didn't
pow-
offend me.
Their powers are kind of OP though. I mean, they have the ability to infect people with the emo. Really?
Well, I mean,
The
think
infect
of
people with the emo.
think of it like
Why
this.
doesn't Salem just make an army of these things?
Well, my thing is that it kind of drags down their threat by making them a horde. Just a
Really?
bit.
Yeah.
I think so.
It would have been better if it was a single entity.
Oh, that is true.
Maybe they're
I
all
mean,
they are a
it's
single one.
threat level. It took an entire group of them to pose a threat to the girls.
Ah,
Well, I mean, it could be that they're of a hive mind though, because the farmer dude only captured the 2, and eventually all the others came to where the 2 were.
Yeah, maybe.
So does the emo whale have like a charge up time or something? Why didn't it
Yeah,
yell when
that's
it
a
got up
weird
there?
thing. Only a few of them actually even do it.
Yeah.
They aren't always just screaming at them.
Yeah. Also, by the way, not gonna lie, having like just capturing one of them and putting him in a basement as a sort of like permanent protection against emotions and Grim is actually not half bad.
It isn't.
In concept, yeah, it was brilliant, but in execution, it didn't
account for
pan
the
out so
rest of
well.
Yeah. Oh, in execution, it was piss poor, but like the concept of the idea was just, was like had me thinking back, going like, wait a second, a character again, things that normal stories would have. A character finds something about the universe and exploits it simply to make ends meet or put themselves above. I'm sorry.
And it makes sense that he would convince himself that it would work so well because he was desperate. Because as
Yeah, exactly.
Maria said, his money was like hemorrhaging out. He was losing it, so he had to act quick. And he's like, "Okay, this works. We're golden. It's gonna work." Okay, and he was so content with himself that he didn't care if it failed or not.
I don't remember who originally said this, but someone was like, "Okay, So your entrepreneurial endeavor fails, and you don't leave to a safer part of the world. Like again, it's threat levels. Like how bad is city life to these people that they, would rather threaten the livelihoods of their entire community rather than just leave.
Well, this is Torchwick's dad, so
You're still sticking by that, are you?
I thought the brunettes were the family.
Oh wait, which family? Which family was this? Was this
The farmer family? The farmer family that got killed.
Well, you gotta say, you had. I'm pretty sure it is like they kind of outright said like, hey, there was one kid who always was making up schemes for the next big thing and the next big steal. That's like, hint, hint, wink, wink. And if it does turn out to be canon, can we just stop and appreciate the fact that we have more backstory on a fucking dead guy that died 2 seasons ago than our actual main cast?
Yeah.
Like,
well, to be fair,
we have
interesting character in the series, so
that is true. And let's face it, we have lore, locations, and backstory on a dead villain, and we only have 3 sentences on 2 of our protagonists. Quote, I call them protagonists, but well,
we've seen
they're not very proactive.
No.
Ruby, in fairness, though, has been proactive this volume for the most part.
Yeah, but she creates her own problems. Like, again, the whole get rid of the lamp.
I was gonna say, like, don't get like the first thing that if I was there, like, even with apathy, there would be a voice in my head going like, hey, there's still a question. Don't we want to use that before we toss it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It still has a spare charge.
It's like there's still a single question left. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
That's
I'd say the apathy was clouding their minds to the point where they weren't thinking about doing that.
That brings up like a big my one big gripe with the episode from like the last few, like the now element when they're on the bikes, it feels like they're just gonna excuse away all the characters' angst as just being influenced by those apathies, and totally not because they have actual problems.
I think it should make them.
I'll be pissed.
Yeah, it should make them question it more, if anything, because they won't be able to identify what was sincere in their mind and what was made up by the Grimm. So they can create more doubt.
Speaking of absolute letdowns, Silver Eyes. That was just
Shotgun.
lame. It was it was basically a flashlight.
Flashlight the monsters away.
Yeah, someone said their inspiration was Alan Wake.
Alan Wake?
Really?
I'm kind of happy that Silver Eyes is at least getting addressed.
Finally.
Use them now.
In Volume 3, it was like this weird wings thing, and now it's just a glorified flashlight.
Well, yeah, it's just a flash.
You know what it's... But you know what it is? Like, if like, Maria literally had to say, like, 3 sentences, and Ruby just opened her eyes and then flash. You know what that is? That's the Avatar state treatment. Like,
yeah,
first season, it destroys... No, this is what I mean. First season... Avatar state's activated, it destroys fucking everything and nothing can stop it.
Yeah.
Second season with Korra, it activates, fucking useless. That's what that's what it feels like. If you can just like, I don't want the Silver Eyes to become something like, oh yeah,
a child's plaything.
Yes, thank you. There needs to be like drawbacks to having Silver Eyes. I'm sorry.
Given that Maria's blind, the drawback could be that if you use it so many times, you will eventually become blind.
So it's literally the Sharingan from Naruto.
That's kind of a lame drawback, though.
Then it's if it's that, it's literally the Sharingan from Naruto.
Like, here's the thing. Like, this is the Silver Eyes are supposed to be like their big defense against the Grimm, and it just progressively gets weaker the more they use it.
That's
like, at least with the Sharingan, it's not like the big thing used to stop the big bad.
It gets stronger over time.
I wouldn't say it got weaker. I mean, Emerald knocked Ruby out before she fully activated it.
Well, that's just pathetic for Ruby.
It was pathetic for Ruby, but
I think it seemed a lot more controlled this time than it was in Volume 3.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
The fact that they need to use it to stop the Grimm just kind of makes it useless, though. If it just like, you can only use it in specific situations is the problem.
Well, she did kill a shitload of the Grimm in the basement, and there were just a couple of stragglers left, because There was a whole freaking horde of them down there.
Wait, the Silver Eyes killed a dragon, but couldn't kill the entire group of.
It didn't kill the dragon; it froze the dragon.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it killed the Grim directly in front of her.
Wait. So the Silver Eyes are basically the paralysis effect in an RPG?
I guess so.
What up? Oh shit, what up?
Well,
Can paralyze the
it just sort of
Grim.
Purges everything. Like she uses it twice in this episode. Once it doesn't work perfectly. The other time it, basically takes everything out.
Yeah, I see. I would prefer like her Silver Eye state be like you brought up the Avatar thing where she doesn't have control of it quite yet, where she just goes into a batshit rage and just hacks at everything in front of her. And the reason why the Grimm are scared of it is because they, they're animals. They have instincts. Instinctually, this thing in front of me is probably going to fucking kill me. I should probably get the fuck out of Dodge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then maybe have it to where Ruby goes into her Silver Eye state, but she begins to like lose control again. But Maria is able to like calm her down or whatever. Calm her down or whatever. And she's about to hit, say, Yang or Blake.
Still don't.
Yeah, have it like
if you finish first.
Like if there's like a Silver Eyes training and like say Ruby tries to train it and then like the drawbacks of Silver Eyes has her like hurt Weiss or someone. It's gonna be Weiss if there's gonna be a training accident because like everyone knows the reason. But
takes out Yang's other arm.
I'm kind of happy so far with like the way they're at least trying to make Ruby the protagonist now. Like actually,
I know. I'm so
Yeah.
happy.
Yes.
Happy.
Like for all the stuff that I'm complaining about, I'm not gonna lie, I do like the direction it's going right now for Ruby.
Yes, yes, I do.
Yeah,
This is the best volume you've had so far. This is amazing.
Did they confirm what ethnicity Mario is supposed to be?
Maria? She some form of Hispanic.
Don't care.
She's some form of Hispanic. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
No, she's like Mexican, Puerto Rican, or some dark-skinned Hispanic is what she's supposed to be.
Well, the way that she rolls her R's with her name, it kind of implies more, Latin.
Eh.
And then she also has Dia de la Muerta, iconography around her.
Yeah, okay. Either way, she's not a Native American, as Raymond said. Although I think I think that's been addressed to him. So, and granted, I would not mind seeing a Wendigo Grim. That would be neat.
Oh, if there's a Wendigo Grim, sign me the fuck up.
Oh hell yeah! Especially if they could do the voice mimicky thing. Oh, that would be good.
Wouldn't that require a human though? A depressed human?
Not necessarily. Well, actually, yeah, maybe. Why not? You have a Geist. Why not?
Like
Wendigos are the results of really depressed people, right? Aren't they?
No, they're the result of people resorting to cannibalism and giving into that cannibalism, and then once they give it to the cannibalism, the spirit of the Wendigo possesses them.
I mean, if we're going to really, really depressed people, we have Crow right there.
Crow is a Wendigo.
Grim Crow. Let's go.
I'm sorry. Okay, first off, that rhymed. Second off,
I know, right?
Also,
Salem just summons up a bunch of mullets.
And instead of an endless hunger,
to her place and just turn him into a Grim.
So instead of an endless hunger that Wendigos have, he has an endless thirst. The constantly drunken Grim.
I'm surprised.
He just he just stumbles everywhere.
Well, booze does make you thirstier, I think. Wait, doesn't it?
Yeah, because it dehydrates you.
It deprives of your body of certain drinks. It's the same thing with like soda or sugary drinks.
Well, I mean, when you drink alcohol, your body like pretty much shits out all the water that it has because that's what you urinate a lot when you're drinking. Awkward silence.
Yes.
I'll take your word for it. I don't know enough of that.
Oh. Actually, one other thing I want to point out is the eyes that Weiss, Yang, and Blake had when they were telling Ruby to like throw it over.
Yeah, I'm shaded in irises.
Yeah, I kind of had a thought. I was like, are the Grimm actually influencing those three to tell her to do that so that they can have it? So that way they can kind of sort of let Salem know that, hey, we got the lamp. Come, Moth Queen, we have it. Actually, I could see somebody like where Ruby freaks out over the thing down below, and somebody just like splashes that moth meme there, like, "Ooh, lamp."
Well, it kind of seems like it's a shock breaks it.
Yeah, it looks like shock.
When Ruby screams and when Ruby sees the eye pair, they break out of the just apathy trance.
Oh yeah, because
why are they so slow though?
I think it's to mimic how they're like. I would say they instill sloth in people. Like they have that just unwillingness to move, do anything. They're just content with whatever. So I think that's kind of meant to mirror that.
They're losing the will to live.
Right.
Then why do they want to kill humans if they have no will to do anything?
Well, think of it like Sloth from Jesus. Think of it like Sloth from My Hero Academia shit. Full Metal Alchemist. He doesn't have much of a willingness to live. In fact, when he dies, he's just kind of like, whatever, I'm dying.
Might as well go for it.
Yeah, dying.
Well, but if he moved a bit faster, then they would have finally been rid of Blake. I'm sad now.
My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.
Both those things.
Also, anybody else think when Ruby was running over to save Blake, anybody else think, oh, cool, sweet, I always wanted Blake's sword when Ruby was going over to her?
That's what I thought she was doing, was grabbing the sword.
Speaking of jokes, when after like Maria like finished explaining the backstory of the play, she just throws away the book. Like why does what? Okay, it was already a joke back in fucking Nomad of Nowhere, but now it's just like, what the fuck is up with Rooster Teeth and their hatred of books?
Oh yeah,
if they read one, they'd see better stories.
I think Maria realized it was the Necronomicon. Was like, yeah, no, we don't want none of this shit.
What else is there to say about this episode? Yeah, what's with all the goddamn Bumblebee pandering this season?
I could not tell you.
This season, you're making it imply like it's a sudden change.
Like Yang just completely ignores her sister, just grabs a perfectly, capable of moving Blake. Like, do you think you could help Ruby with Crow, Yang?
Okay, actually, I think there's a bit of a reason for that. Blake is closer to the Horde when that happens.
No.
Like they were all in line, standing next to Crow.
Kinda, yeah. I mean, if she at the very least would have like grabbed Blake and yelled, "Ruby, come on, let's go," then I'd have been more okay with it. But yeah, I kind of see what you're saying.
Why did she grab Blake to begin with? Like, she didn't need to grab Blake.
Oh, wait, hold on. Is this when they're upstairs and trying to get Crow to move or whatever?
Yes, that scene.
Okay, I think the only excuse I can come up with is the fact that Blake was laying there, so Yang wasn't sure if she was still under the effects or not. But this is just me trying to defend it as best as I can, but I definitely see what you're saying. It is a little weird.
Maybe Yang, you maybe want to help your family over there?
Blake, okay, I'm glad you're safe. Wait, where's Crow? Where's Ruby? Shit, I forgot all about them. Goes inside, sees that they're being eaten by the Grim. Yeah.
It's like, if they actually, hopefully they honestly commit to one of these things, because I want this stuff to die. I mean, please, for the love of God, please stop.
You think it will die once they commit it?
Not like Blake has a butt to fawn over anyway.
Yeah, her butt's just gradually gotten smaller.
But her butt got smaller. Ilya came in and stole her butt. Seriously, go back to episode 1 and look at Ilya's model compared to volume 5. Her butt got bigger.
Pervert.
Hey. The camera pointed at her butt in volume 5. We all saw it. We all saw how flat Ilya was. We're all perverts. Or as Tom would say, we're all perverts now.
It's like, I mean, I just, in my own personal stuff, I don't like drawing out, like, if two people are just, if it's so obvious that someone like me can notice this shit, I'm just like super annoyed and just don't stop dancing around it. I mean, it's the end of the world, people.
Yeah. Oh yeah, did you see that thing that Tom posted?
And they know it.
Heh.
Did you see that thing Tom posted in RWBY Reboody about how Sean hasn't been in it and now the focus is back where it needs to be, aka on RWBY?
Yeah.
I can't argue against that. At least as far as volumes 4 and 5 go.
I mean, I'm not against that. Oh, jeez.
Jeez.
Like,
my God, this Sunday has been slow.
Like
This week, I think.
Yeah, this week has been dragging.
Honestly,
overall,
I'm glad
yes.
that we're at least getting focusing on RWBY now. We should have like done some of the Silvereye shit back in Volume 5, but then again, that's Volume 5.
I think they meant to.
Never.
I think they meant to put it in Volume 5, but because they had so much of nothing else going on, they couldn't include it.
They planned to put it in Volume 5. But
Wait, I
what
forget.
plan did they have for Volume 5 other than to make the greatest train wreck in writing history?
I forgot. The Spider Lady was a part of the one that they said was in the board game, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, that's lame.
It was awesome.
Ow.
All right.
I made a joke in the one where Neo gets introduced. Or she says like, Little Miss always delivers, but not in the board game.
like they built up. Hey, you support us on Patreon for this board game, and we'll put a new character in there, Kickstarter, and we'll put a new character in Volume 6.
Well,
Yeah,
don't
extort us.
Don't put a new character in because your fans pay you money. Put a new character in because it fits the story and it makes it function and work. Which, I mean, to be fair, yeah, she kind of does function, I guess. I mean, her role, as far as I can tell, has been served.
Like, what's she gonna do now? What purpose does the story serve with her?
Honestly, it was just an excuse to bring back Neo. That's about it.
I'd be surprised if we saw her ever again.
Well, at least she's good-ish for Rule 34, I guess.
Well, the only role she's really filled is to bring Neo back and to let Cinder know where RWBY and company are going.
Yeah, she's not good enough for Rule 34.
She's basically just a like they could have just put like a thing of directions on a wall or something and it would have served the exact same purpose.
Oh my God, do you guys remember that fat lady from the first Tom and Jerry movie?
Yeah.
That purple
Oh yeah, Aunt Fig.
That's who the Spider Lady is. It's the same character.
No, well, Aunt Fig's better because she doesn't have a fake ass accent.
Oh my God, I was gonna mention that. Like, they're from Rooster Teeth is in Texas, right?
Yeah.
Wait, her name was Aunt Fig, really?
Aunt Fig. Because it was that little girl's aunt or whatever.
Oh, right, yeah. Wait, none of the other guys except Luca have seen that movie though.
Which movie?
I have.
The first Tom and Jerry
Yeah,
movie.
but I can't bring it back.
I can't.
Don't watch it. Don't watch it. It's horrible.
Don't. It's bad.
Not worth it.
Absolutely not.
It's really bad.
I mean, the songs are catchy, but that's about it.
Ouch. Well then.
What else?
Okay then. Just like. I don't know, man.
I want to talk about Blake's night vision that wasn't utilized at all.
They should have been following her to get out of the, not to find the relic road, but to get out of the cave without using
like,
light or whatever.
Why don't you turn out the lights? It's like, wait a second.
Now that you mention that, minor complaint: when they see the relic, it's glowing. When RWBY picks it up, it's not glowing anymore. Like, why?
Yeah, I'm wondering.
Minor
if we saw
complaint
that through Blake's eyes.
Well, the visibility also isn't that bad in there. I don't know why everyone's like squinting and.
Why the hell did no one pack a flashlight?
Because
Well,
cell
have
phones,
the rules.
they're
Yeah, but
millennials.
Cell phones aren't good flashlights. Plus, doesn't that eat up battery? Don't we
Yeah.
have to charge those things?
Yeah, they could just use
We'll get
Yang
Ron
Spike. I'm sure Yang Spike has a USB port.
I mean, yeah, I'd have one of those.
Also, it's like V2 Blake said, they can't see in the dark. As we all know.
Right. Volume 5 retconned that. I forgot about that. I'm sorry.
No, that was Volume 2. That retconned the seeing in the dark thing.
Well, Volume 5 even retconned it even further, though.
Well, Volume 2 said they could see almost perfectly in the dark. Volume 5, Blake couldn't see shit.
Yeah. She had to light the house on fire instead of turning the light switch.
It's
Most faunus are known for their ability to see in the dark. They can't see in the dark.
Yeah, kind of made Piero look like a dumbass with that one, didn't they?
Well, maybe it's a racial thing, like within faunus, like only nocturnal animals get that trait.
Well, cats are nocturnal animals.
How does that
I was
explain
like,
sun then?
In which
a
case,
reminder, by the
still,
way,
what the
of most.
Yeah, I mean, like bats, for example, they have terrible vision. They rely on sonar hearing, so or echo hearing. What the hell am I talking about?
Wait, you think
Underwater
Yuma had
bats.
eyes, though. Yuma had eyes, though. He could see.
Who the heck was Yuma?
The bat one.
He's Batman from
Batman.
Volume 5.
bad boy?
Oh,
Yeah, that forgettable schmuck.
wasn't he voiced by Lanny Pator?
Yep,
He was, yes.
Him
I'm so
and
upset
that
for that.
bartender
The
were.
bartender was too. I'm so upset that
Yeah,
they
there was
wasted him.
There's no way Lanny could have been satisfied with that.
Oh, he
not
probably
a
wasn't.
chance.
Well, I mean, he got a cameo in Rooster Teeth or a Rooster Teeth show, which probably helps their stuff out with TFS.
Yeah, it does.
TFS is
TFS is
already
bigger than
doing
Rooster
good
Teeth.
enough.
TFS has better quality shit than.
Oh yeah,
Rooster
their
Teeth
their
can.
voice acting talent.
They have actual writers.
Oh, their voice acting talent easily surpasses anything Rooster Teeth has in house.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, but like Helsing Ultimate, like episode 8 alone is better writing than anything that I've seen from RWBY.
Oh yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
It's a great episode. Yeah.
Oh, it was
That was
yeah,
a
loved it.
huge standout scene.
Dun, dun, and the single best entrance to a war ever.
Oh my god.
Oh, speaking of Helsing Ultimate, whenever the stream airs, me and I think it was Grinning, we did was it you and me Grinning or was it? Yeah, it was us.
Me, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna do another reaction to the part 2 finale. Anybody wants to join that?
Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah. Well,
Are you gonna come at me? Are we gonna come at you? Are we gonna come together at the same time?
It's a blast from your past with that sass and lolly ass. I love that line.
It's just like I heard that and I was like, oh my.
Oh,
It's the moment when you realize that the best writers are the ones who do not give a fuck.
They don't try too hard.
Like, I'm sorry.
Speaking of dialogue, I've noticed that there's been a lot more swearing in RWBY. Not that I'm complaining. I'm just noticing that they've said bastard, they said damn, they said
They seem to remember that they're in a world where people can die pretty much daily because there's this thing called monsters in this world, and like
And there's a race war and
the language barrier really shouldn't be anything super significant.
yeah.
Actually, there is one thing that there was a missed opportunity in this episode.
What?
RWBY was holding a bottle of booze. They had a perfect opportunity to reenact that meme, but they didn't.
Ah, that would have been fantastic.
which means
Also,
the one where Ruby just
Yeah.
starts drinking.
another
Death Stalker.
another minor detail. I like how Weiss used her sword as like a welding tool. On I think it was I don't know if it was Young Spike or if it was that trailer that they had on the back of it.
Oh yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, small little thing.
All the small things.
But yeah, when it comes to setting things on fire, at least Weiss had a valid reason for setting that house or whatever on fire. Whereas Blake just did it because I'm a cat. I can't see in the
I
dark.
can't see in the dark, and I'm too stupid to turn on the light.
Well, cats do have.
Yeah, and fuck my parents. They're rich.
Honest didn't, or no, humans didn't do this. I did this.
I was gonna say when Blake says we did this, that's kind of her confessing her guilt.
She does not represent all of Faunus. I don't know what she's talking about.
I mean, she incriminated herself with her own speech. Like Gira's bodyguard should be like, okay, you're under arrest for arson.
I mean, Blake's already a Tumblrina, so what the fuck is she gonna do?
Also, the funniest part of the episode, now that we're talking about Blake again, is when she's like on the ground and she's like, "It's fine." Like just how deadpan she said that. I was laughing.
That was amazing.
Oh, her voice acting has just been this season.
Oh,
Like,
it's so
really
dry and emotionless. It's a vacuous fucking hole. Is what her voice acting is.
Like it's.
Well, I think in
never
that particular moment that actually helped out because
That's what made it so.
Emotions were being drained.
That's what made it so funny.
I'm gonna have to stop you right there, simply because the fact that because they're in a situation where they have no emotion, where they're draining, while that makes someone's normal delivery better.
Yeah.
That is true, yes, but
like she's never really been the best in the show, but she's
better than Barbara.
She's been decent. Now I'd say Barbara's better than her now. And
Barbara has a better range of emotion than Aaron does.
Oh, Aaron! I thought it was. I've been calling her Ashley for some reason.
And I would say that Raven is worse than Blake in terms of voice acting.
Raven's the worst one.
Oh yeah, Raven is definitely.
Well, mostly because most of her lines are in Volume 5, and let's face it, remember,
There
guys.
is no beating Salem.
No. Salem only uses people until they are no longer useful. Bitch, have you been drinking more than your brother?
I'm still a little sad that my Edge Mom joke never caught on.
The what?
My Edge Mom joke never.
What was your Edge Mom joke?
Yeah, I compared Raven to I said Raven looked like Shadow the Hedgehog, and I started calling her Edge Mom. Never caught on.
Oh. Okay. Retroactively, you brought the joke back.
Yeah. Let's revive this meme, people.
Her full
all 8 viewers of this video. Her full name is Shadow the Edge.
Well, actually, it's funny you say that, but these discussion videos actually get more views than my reaction videos do. So
really?
There's that.
Yeah, because we have people talking about something interesting.
Most of the time, it's not RWBY. Hey, we've become the director commentary for RWBY.
Oh my god!
Speaking of director commentary, there's great conversation going on in RWBY right now. Wish I could join in on it, but
what is it? Oh.
I'm not gonna read it.
I haven't read it.
I'm still banned.
I haven't been looking up.
So disabled.
Let's see here. Let's see here though.
Oh, and I just remembered a joke from Volume 4 I made. Anyone remember when they were talking about when Crow was telling them about gods and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, episode 8, worst episode of that volume.
Yeah, I remembered a joke I made about that where Crow was just a Jehovah's Witness. he's drunk.
Wow.
He's drunk and going up to Tai Yang's door and telling him about God. Tai Yang goes, "I'm gonna stop you right there. Have you been drinking? I'm always drunk."
Crow, you want to hear about our Lord and Savior, the God of Light?
You want to talk about the only useful god in the universe, the God of Darkness?
Praise our evil underlord. Hail the violent savior!
For my kids, I make.
Oh, hail the violent savior!
Hip hip hooray!
Shut up, Tupac.
Oh no, we banished Chris of the House Brown ages ago.
I did.
No, fuck.
Actually, I'm not gonna lie. That Bardock special, I remember the original being bad, and the abridged one
It
wasn't
is
much
bad.
better. The abridged wasn't much
Yeah,
better.
it's awful.
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
to be fair
definitely.
though,
It's
they didn't have
literally
much
the
to
worst
work with.
kind of fan fiction. It's
Yeah, it
like
is.
Goku, the entire Son family is a product of incest. Inbreeding is what I meant to say.
Is there a difference?
Yes, that's the better word.
Actually, that's the entirety of the Saiyan race. All of the Saiyan race is just inbreeding.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That means Goku and Vegeta are related.
Well, it's like so far. Well, it's like because like the first people in the world were like Adam and Eve, according to the Bible or whatever. So like by that logic, everyone's related already. So
Yeah,
like,
but they're so far apart that it doesn't even matter. This Goku and Vegeta are literally descendants of Bardock.
but it's like so long ago. Back when Saiyans were purple and short, and their eyes weren't in
That
their
was
face.
so stupid.
Oh, ew, that means Bardock fucked them, didn't he?
He had to fuck something now, didn't he?
So, a guy's got needs, and a guy's got to do what a guy's got to do, man. I'm not blaming him for that.
I'm not blaming him either.
Yeah, but
Not either.
he
Well, wait.
could've just gone to a different
Does
planet
that
to
mean
find
he had sex with them, and eventually he birthed himself?
Neil.
Yes.
Whoa.
Oh god, it's Fry all over again.
Yeah.
That's how
remember that
Turles
episode of,
happened.
Anybody remember that episode of Futurama?
Yeah, where he's his own grandfather.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
Well, is it?
Oh wait, Bardock did the nasty and the pasty.
No. All right. I think I'm about ready to wrap this up. Anybody got any last thoughts? Anything they want to get out before I end this?
I'm glad we're out of the room.
Yeah, that.
yeah.
The fire.
I'm glad that we left. I'm glad that at least we're moving forward. We're actually and like legit moving forward with like RWBY and
Keep
not
moving
focusing
forward.
on John and all other characters. Like I've already gotten too fucking much. Hope
Mhm.
that keep on this trend that hopefully we don't get like another like John episode tomorrow or next Saturday, some shit.
Don't forget to tip your waitresses, and I mean literally tip them. Just grab them and tip them over.
Right.
Be sure to smash that like button with your I don't know,
Smack
with
that
your
like
nose, I
button
guess.
Like I smash pussy.
Yes.
So not at all.
Yeah, not at all.
That-
All right, folks. Have a good evening.